The Nix Hospital, located along the famed Riverwalk in Navarro Street in San Antonio, Texas, opened in 1930. It was heralded as the tallest hospital in the United States, with 208 beds, a parking garage, cafeteria, office space, and a barber shop. The medical center closed in 2019, is under new ownership, and will eventually be converted into a mixed-use building with retail and luxury condominiums. But on April 26, 1933, this is where Carol Creighton Burnett was born. Carol's parents both suffered with alcoholism and eventually separated. Her mother, sister, and Carol all went to live with her grandmother, nicknamed Nanny, in a 1903 Victorian home located at 3301 West Commerce Street in San Antonio. Carol published a memoir in 1986 called One More Time. In it, she recalled fond memories of her time in the house. Roller skating was one of her favorite activities as a young girl. Her overprotective little family wouldn't let her out of their sight and would sit on a porch swing and watch her skate on the broken sidewalk outside. Because she kept skinning her knees falling onto the pavement, Nanny relented and let her skate inside the home on the hardwood hallway floors. Her skates left deep grooves in the wood that were still evident when she returned to visit many decades later. Another memory is of the buckhorn. In the book, she says, "My fondest memories are when my grandmother and I would go downtown and window shop. I remember the Buckhorn Saloon. There was this stuffed ape in the window. We would walk by there and it would scare the pants off of me." She attended the nearby Crockett Elementary School. Although she was a shy kid, she remembered her first performance ever was in a play about Pinocchio, acting as the Blue Fairy. When she was 7 years old, her family moved to Hollywood, ending her time in San Antonio. The Carol Burnett house, as it became known around town, was at risk of being torn down in the early 2000s. Retail and restaurants began springing up on the block, crowding out the dilapidated home. A local restaurant had an opportunity to expand into the lot, which threatens the home's existence. It had to either be torn down or moved. Luckily, the barbecue chain that purchased the home had the house moved down the street to a new location where it still stands today. This is 2006 West Commerce Street in San Antonio. Carol came back here to visit several years ago. A local nonprofit moved into the house, and I think they still operate out of here. It's surrounded by this fence and has tight security. I couldn't get too close because the alarm kept chirping at me as I was walking around on the sidewalk. I remember watching the Carol Burnett show when I was very young. That theme song and the cartoon Carol cleaning the floors are burned into my brain. The show still airs nightly on MeTV and is still as funny as you remember. My favorite spin-off TV series is, of course, Mama's Family, starring Vicki Lawrence. And who could forget Carol's terrifying portrayal of Miss Hannigan in Annie? Her performance in that movie legit scared me as a kid. Here's a bit of trivia. Do you know why Carol tugs on her ear at the end of each episode? In the early days of the series, her nanny asked her to say hello at the end of every show. That would have been impossible, but instead she tugged her ear, which was her way of conveying to her grandma that she was okay and I love you. It became her trademark.